Hello and welcome back to ARU's Clearing Podcast. You're with Megan and Emma. Today we're going to talk about why we love our uni. So we've both been students here. I was a student, I joined in 2011 and Emma is still studying with us now. And we're just going to talk really on the whole about why we like Anglia Ruskin University and what it means to us. So come a bit away from the results day stress and everything like that and just talk about the fun times that we've had, just to try and, get through the stressful times a bit more.
Yeah.
So, Emma, where should we start? Where should we start with Anglia Ruskin? What do you love about it?
It's so hard to sum it up. I think one of my best memories of ARU is the Freshers' Fair. I just think it's such a good day.
It is fun.
And you get to see so many different sides of the uni because you get to see all the societies, all the sports teams. There's people there from all the faculties. So it feels a little bit like your brain's going to explode on the day because there's just so much information that you're trying to take in. But it's just such a special day.
Yeah, and free pizza.
Yeah, free pizza and freebies.
I got free Krispy Kremes last year.
Ooh.
I'm not even a student anymore. I just went in with my staff badge and I still got a Krispy Kreme. So that was good.
Yeah, there are some very good freebies. You come away with some bags of stuff.
Bags and bags.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, the Freshers' Fair starts in the welcome week when you arrive. One of your first few days, there's a big old event on both campuses, I think, and you'll just get to walk around, and there's a stall with absolutely everything and anyone on it, promotions all over the place. Obviously, don't go signing up to everything because you might forget what you signed up to, but yeah, it's definitely a good chance to explore. Definitely.
I feel like you do end up signing up to some weird things.
Yes.
I went along and I was like, I've always wanted to go scuba diving. Let's sign up for the scuba diving society. I never did anything with them. I just signed up for it because I thought, you know what? That's what I want to be. That's what I want to do in my life.
I went through a drastic change. In my first year, I joined up to cheerleading. I was like, yep, you know what? I'm going to get really fit. I'm going to be really good at this. And I did it for the whole year and I really enjoyed it. And then the second year, I was like, no, I want to change. And I went and joined the American Football Society. I was the only woman. And I still went and played with them and everything. And I got kitted up with them. And it was just the strangest thing. But I went from cheerleading to actually, running around hitting people. But it was great fun.
Yeah. See, I'm not very good at any kind of sport that's offered here. So I just did the social sport sessions. I did a badminton one and a volleyball one. And it's great because no one cares how good or bad you are. They just kind of get on with it. So we were playing badminton and every single time I'd miss it. But no one cared. And they were like, yeah, come on, you can do it. And I was like, supportive. Yeah, I know I'm bad, but no one cares. So it's great. It's just things like that.
Yeah.
It allows you to get involved with something, but you don't have to be the best at it. You can just go and have fun. There's no pressure. Yeah, and you can just meet different people.
Even, cheerleading and American football, I actually had no idea, both of them, what I was doing. But by the end, I was actually pretty good. And, it's a hobby now for life, both those things. I still follow them and I still keep in touch with some of the people from that society. And they didn't study my course, but I still keep in touch with them. And, some of them still, hang about. We all still work here. So it's really good.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But speaking of work, I thought I should bring up the Employment Bureau. That's something you mentioned in one of our previous podcasts.
Yeah.
And again, for those that won't know this, the Employment Bureau it's on campus and it's got dedicated people that work there. It's their job to help you get a job. And whether that's in the university or outside the university, they help you with your CV and everything, don't they? And actually, I didn't join the Employment Bureau when I was a student, purely because I found out about it too late. And then when I tried to apply, it was in one of my last semesters, I think, and I didn't have my passport on me, and you need your passport. So remember your passport, everybody.
Yeah.
Because you need it to get work. So I couldn't actually join up in my last semester. And then when I came back to work here a few years later and I heard more and more about it, I was like, oh my God, I missed out on all this stuff. Because the opportunities they present are just through the roof. There's so many different things to do.
Yeah. There's jobs from putting letters in envelopes all the way to presenting to groups of hundreds of students.
Yeah.
There is literally anything that they need students to do. Photo shoots, things like this.
Yeah.
podcasts, all sorts of different things. And it's just so flexible, which is the best thing.
And it's not just about getting paid, is it? Because it's about getting experience as well. And obviously, putting letters in envelopes, it sounds like a pointless task, but actually you're exercising, certain rules will have to be followed, and you're getting experience and you're getting paid for it. And there's nothing worse than a CV that has a 3-year gap in it. Yeah. So just to fill that gap with anything they can offer you, and like you say, it's flexible. So to not work for 1 week because you're stressed, and then to be able to pick it up a week later and say, oh, actually, I want to work quite a few hours now.
That's great. And you meet so many different people. Like some of my closest friends are people that I've met through ambassador roles, because sometimes if you're doing something like stuffing envelopes, you just chat the whole
That's
time.
what you've got to do.
Yeah, and you just make conversation. You get to know people so well. And it's a really nice way to meet someone that you probably wouldn't have met otherwise. So one of my really good friends is a graphic designer, and we wouldn't have really met otherwise because there would be nothing that we'd have in common, or no lectures together, anything like that.
Cross paths unless you go out of your way to make sure you meet new people. You will only meet your course mates. And the people you live with who aren't always your course mates. But it's definitely good to get out there and meet other people, for sure.
Definitely.
You said in one of our podcasts that you wanted to learn another language, and we didn't really touch on that at the time, but I thought I should bring it up. So when you're a student, certain courses allow you to swap out a module and learn a language. So you actually get to take a language as one of your modules for that semester. Other ones don't allow you to do that, but you can pay to do it as an extra. I think it's like fairly cheap, like £100 or something.
Yeah, it's £100.
It's not even that. And even if you don't want to swap out a module because you want to get that experience in that module, you can still pay extra and still do it. It's just a bit more time out in the university rather than at home. But then if you're at home, what are you doing? You're watching Netflix or something. So it's definitely a really good opportunity to learn a modern foreign language.
I think it's really valuable as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill that it just helps.
Yeah.
I just don't even know how many must help get you jobs and things, because it's a communication skill. And you put in that dedication to learn something completely new. And I think you can start at different levels as well. So you said you've learned up to A level, so you can start at the next level up from there, or you can start at the bottom and literally learn your bonjours and your je m'appelles. So it doesn't matter where you want to start, really. And I think that's as long as there's enough people wanting to do it, you tend to get the right level that suits you, which is really quite impressive.
I think university is all about trying new things as well. It might be something that you've always wanted to learn, I don't know, French, but your school didn't offer it. So this is a great time to just think, you know what, I'm going to go and learn my French. And it gives you the opportunity to do that.
You can put it into practice a little bit, because I know that, again, certain courses offer you semesters abroad. So to actually go and study in a whole nother country, and maybe it's one that you've learned a language in, but it could be just America and they speak English, so great. It's all different depending on your course. I think the course has to have a relationship with another university in that country, so they can swap, and it wouldn't be detrimental to your learning. You're still going to learn the same things you would have learned at university, but you're just in a new environment.
I really wish I'd done that. I feel like that was one opportunity that I was just a bit too scared to do. Because on my course, we can go to Canada, and I just think, wow, that would have been so amazing. But then at the same time, I think if I'd wanted to come home, it would be so far. And then what if I didn't like it? But you have got the beauty of you're only there for 12 weeks. So if you don't like it, you can come back again. It's such a good opportunity. And I do wish that I'd taken advantage of that one.
I think that it can be quite easy to get sort of fearful of how do you even approach that? Because again, it's like you've got to sort accommodation, it's going to cost money. And what about the accommodation you've already got? But I know that we have a whole team in the university dedicated, and I'm pretty sure you can get, it might not cover the whole trip, but there are grants out there that will cover, the university will provide the money basically. Because it gives you more employability skills. People that study abroad, it's statistically proven, if you have a semester abroad, you're more likely to get further and progress further and get paid more in the long run. So it's a well worthwhile option in my eyes.
Yeah,
Again,
definitely.
something I didn't realise at the time, and it just passed me by. So that's why we need to make sure everyone knows about it.
I feel like a lot of things passed you by when you studied it.
It's just people didn't talk as much.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you can't go anywhere without seeing all the student ambassadors, and they're all talking and they're encouraging each other and empowering each other. When I was a student, quite a long time ago now, it wasn't the same. It was more about getting an education and moving on. But I liked it here still, and that's why I haven't moved on. That's why I'm still here. So, yeah, there's a lot to be said about that as well. What would you say, other than we've talked about languages, we've talked about Employment Bureau, would you say, I don't know, the facilities at Anglia Ruskin make it a good one? And the city as well. We're in Cambridge here, obviously, and today we're in Compass House in the recording studios, which if you're watching the videos on YouTube, you'll be able to see. We're in quite a large
pretty
studio.
Cool.
And yeah, it's been quite a fun day for us. It's been like a little day out, hasn't it? Seeing a completely different side of the university.
Yeah. There are some really good facilities. I know for business in Chelmsford, they've got the Bloomberg Lab.
Oh, right,
which you can actually practice like trading and stuff. I don't really understand.
Is that
how
where
it
you
works.
can see like the numbers going across the screen?
Yeah, like you see on the telly.
Yeah, it does feel very like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, and there's like an investment society, and students can access that whenever they want to, which just seems crazy. And you can get trained on all the like programs and stuff that you need. It blows my mind a little bit going in there.
Yeah, there's some. Obviously, in Chelmsford, you've got the School of Medicine, which is quite exciting because you know you can see.
I haven't seen it yet.
If you're not, you should go and take a visit. And I've been past rooms that I don't know because I'm nothing to do with health, but I've been past rooms where there are mannequins inside, and I'm like, oh, there's just an arm laying around. What does that mean? But yeah, there's some very interesting facilities, and obviously you don't make the most. Like I can't go into those labs and just start playing around, but to know they're there and to get involved, and like we are today, we're experiencing the recording studios, which is a bit daunting at first.
And I know from being an ambassador, they've got like the TV studio, and then they've got the like mock law court that I get to use next year, which is very exciting.
Oh, so it's actually like a court.
Yeah,
room.
and they film you so that you can see kind of how you come across, which seems really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's the forensics little kind of house setup, so it just looks like an ordinary door. And everyone told me it was there, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just tell people it's there. And then one day I was doing a talk and the lady came out and was like, do you want to go in? And I was like,
my goodness.
Yes.
What
So
was
it's
it
like there's like a kitchen, a bedroom and a bathroom, and then there's like a dummy like lay on the floor with like blood and stuff.
My gosh,
it was so cool.
So that's for crime and investigation students.
It's amazing.
Whoa. I want to find that place.
You wouldn't know it's there because it's just a plain door.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then there's like the Ruskin Theatre.
Yeah.
No, Ruskin?
Mumford Theatre. Ruskin Gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good for the performing students.
I went and saw one of the final year shows.
Oh, recently?
Quite recently. It was like the end of last year.
Oh.
It was really good though. I was so impressed.
The performing arts students and the drama students, they do put on some amazing shows, and they get to sort of almost run that Mumford Theatre like, you know, part of their course almost. So they get all that hands-on experience with the theatre, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. And then outside the uni, you've got so many things in Cambridge.
Yes.
It's an amazing city. There's just everything here. There's all the green parks. And then yesterday I went to the Lido, which is like a massive open air swimming pool. It's not heated. And it's very cold.
Oh my goodness.
But when it's sunny, it's just so nice. Like it just feels like you're on holiday. I just feel like Cambridge is in its own little like bubble.
It really is in a bubble.
An amazing little city.
Yeah. And in Chelmsford, you've got just everything you need. Stone's throw away from you. And then what's great about Chelmsford is you've got, I think it's like a 38-minute train journey into central London.
Yeah.
So for people who want to, you know, make the most of, you know, London lifestyles or nightlife, or even, you know, for theatres and stuff, it's just so within reach, but you're not paying that London premium price tag, which is obviously a bonus.
Yeah.
And then Chelmsford is just so green. You've got walks on campus, which are like down through the streams. And it's all...
I like the Chelmsford campus because it is a campus uni. So it's like its own mini little town by itself, whereas Cambridge, it's it's so kind of mixed in with the city, which
Yeah.
is nice. But then at the same time, kind of, it's not like its own little town. It is mixed in.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on, it feels like, because you've got all of the city there and all the
Yes.
activities happening.
And with Cambridge being the size it is, don't you find that you can get everywhere
Yeah.
quite easily? Like,
On your
I have a
bike is
oh my goodness.
great.
You can be anywhere within 20 minutes. Like from one
Yeah.
side to the other, you will be there.
Yeah.
It's so doable. And actually, if you try to do it in a car, you wouldn't be able to do it that quick.
No, I love when there's like a queue of traffic and you're cycling past them all. You're like, ha ha.
With the smug students going around on our bikes, annoying everyone. But
Yeah.
it is a very nice city.
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
been good living here for the last few years.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Do you think you'll stay in Cambridge or do you think you'll move on further afield?
I'm not sure. I feel like I want to live in London.
Of course.
Yeah, I just want to try it out. I feel like I
Yeah.
might hate it, but I just want to do it to say I've done it.
I feel like a lot of people, even if it's just a year, they've given it a go.
Yeah.
Because that's where, you get a lot of opportunity as well. in
Yeah,
London,
there's just
that
so
does
much
help.
going on. You're so close to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
exciting.
So anything else spring to mind when we say ARU? How have your lectures and course leaders and the other people you've met, because we've not really touched on
Yeah.
people. We've touched a lot on societies
Yeah.
and opportunity. We haven't touched on people much.
Yeah, I love my course leader. Like when I saw her the other day, she was getting the train home to London and I was coming back from London.
Aw.
She ran up to me and gave me this big hug. I was like, Emma, how are you? I haven't seen you in ages. It's just so nice because she does know me as me and she
Yeah.
knows what I want to do. And all the lecturers are the same. Like you're not just a student number. They know who you are. They know what you want to do. They know kind of which bits you're passionate about
Yeah.
and kind of how they might need to support you, which is really nice. I feel like the lectures and the seminars have such a kind of safe environment where you can just say what you're thinking, and we have really good debates about different things and no one feels stupid asking questions, which
Yeah.
I think is really nice.
Yeah, I definitely think that the course leaders and any staff member really at the university,
Yeah.
if you put in time to go and actually make the most of your one-to-one sessions, or you've got something you're worried about and you just want to talk about it, they will make time for you and they will listen
Yeah.
to you, which in my first 2 years I didn't realise. I really thought I was being a pest.
Yeah.
And then by my third year, I had this amazing relationship with the person that I was doing my dissertation with, to the point that, I haven't seen her in years, and I just happened to stumble across her. She was back in Cambridge for one day.
Oh my God.
And I was in Cambridge, obviously, because that's why I'm always here. And I just saw her and I thought, I can't be her because I'm sure she moved away. And I shouted her name and she was there, and like we ran up to each other. It was like a slow motion movie, and hugged each other, and it was really sweet.
Yeah.
But you don't think that, because when you're at school, the only one-on-one time you really get is like parents' evening or
Yeah.
something. So it's almost seen as a punishment. But when you come here, you get that chance to really sit down, get to know someone.
Yeah.
And they do hand you opportunities. If you're
Yeah.
there and you're willing to make the most of it, they'll say, like I had one in my first year of university actually. One of my tutors said to me, there's a competition. I think this story's really good and you should enter it.
Really?
And she helped me work on it, and I entered my story, and it actually won a place in this sort of short fiction book.
Wow.
And I actually ended up getting to go to Birmingham Fringe Festival and read it in front of loads of
Wow.
people in the library. It was crazy. And that was all within my first year,
Yeah.
just because I had made time and really got to know my lecturer, and they'd got to know what I was interested in. So
Yeah.
they thought it suited me.
Yeah, and I feel like as well, when I came to applying for placements, they always asked for a reference from university, and like you could just tell reading my reference that she really knew me. It
Yeah.
wasn't just a generic, oh, she's hardworking, all of this.
Yeah.
It really did sound like me, which I think is really powerful to an employer when they look at that.
It's going to help you stand out. If
Yeah.
you've got that relationship there, and they're going to then talk about you personally,
Yeah.
it's gonna change everything.
And I think as well, it goes further than just the lecturers. It's like the student engagement teams that are here, like the welcome team, everyone in the EB, they're just all so friendly. Even like you guys in the marketing team, like everyone just puts the students first. And if there's something coming up, they think, how can we get the students involved in this?
Yeah.
Which is really special. And I think it's really valuable having all those people put so much time into you and give you all these opportunities.
Yeah, and it's not just been about, how can we use the students and, use them for free, because we pay you through the Employment Bureau, and we make sure, you get like £9 an hour to do something like stuffing envelopes. It's not a bad wage, actually. Like I would stuff envelopes for £9 an hour. Yeah. So it's about being fair, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And I've loved working here, and I love studying here, and I know you've loved studying here. So I think that ends it on quite a good note to say why we love our uni, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So tune in next time, everybody, and remember to listen back to episode 1 if you're thinking about applying for clearing and you might need some of your questions answered. But see you all soon. Bye. Bye.